What is success? Success is often associated with just wealth. But just think, if you were to have toxic relationships, but you had a lot of money, would you still consider yourself successful? Or at the intellectual level, you were not so happy. And at the deepest level, spiritually, you were depraved. Would you still consider yourself successful? The Bhagavad Gita gives a formula for success that includes everything. And wouldn't that be wonderful? It is true that a certain standard of living is necessary for you to think of the higher. Like Swami Vivekananda said, you can't talk philosophy to starving people. But what's happening nowadays is there is that overwhelming, single-pointed pursuit of just money. And along with that comes its ills. So, Viktor Frankl said, material prosperity is the unintended side effect of your dedication to a cause greater than yourself. So, success from the true standpoint is when you dedicate yourself to a higher cause. So, fixing a higher cause is important, and that higher cause must be in the area of your swadharma, your talent, your gift, your passion. When you work only for your paycheck or for profit, your excitement doesn't last long. That's why you take a look at the thousands of people going to work every Monday morning, for instance. Does anyone look excited or inspired or exhilarated? They all look bored. Why is this? Because that passion is lacking. That higher goal is lacking. The love for whatever it is that you're doing is lacking. And so therefore, if you shift your attention to what you are completely and totally driven by, motivated by, when you are working for something beyond your selfish, self-centered interests, then you develop this passion for life. And you're inspired, exhilarated, excited, creative every moment of your life. See, basically, money has become the yardstick of success. If you take the Fortune 500 list, it's not about people who are happy or who have a passion. It's about people who've made money. And that has been rejected as the be-all and end-all of life. So everyone follows it. Children are brought up to think that success lies in just making money. But think for a moment. The really outstanding successes are those people who did not work for money. Don Bradman did not play cricket for money, but what a record he's got. Ustad Bismillah Khan did not play the Shehnai for money, and he got the Bharat Ratna. Einstein did not work for money, he got the Nobel Prize. So on and so forth. So when you look at it, it is thought of self and thought for profit and money. That is the limiting factor in success. So somehow you have to rise above thought of self. There's a movie called The Legend of Bagger Vance. It's an old movie, but set in the 1930s, and it's about a golfer who was brilliant at golf, but because of a personal problem quit golf and took to drink. Easy way out. And then there was a competition announced. In those days, there was bitter rivalry between the northern and southern states of America. His people went to him and said, "You must play in this competition because you're our only hope." He agrees, but he's been drinking so hard he can barely see the ball. One night when he's practicing his shots, a black man comes out of the darkness and offers to be his caddy. And the rest of the movie is this wonderful conversation between the caddy, the guru, his name is Bagger Vance. Does it ring a bell? Bhagavan. And the golfer, whose name is Ranoff Jr. He's called Arjuna for short. Arjuna. And the competition starts and he's playing badly as expected. At one hole, he asks the caddy, which club do I play with? The caddy is so upset with him because he's playing badly. He says, pick any, you're playing so badly, it doesn't make a difference. But he calls him back and tells him something that each one of us should remember all our lives. And that is, there's a perfect shop waiting out there. All you got to do is get yourself out of the way. This is the gospel truth. What comes between us and excellence, between us and success, is not extraneous factors, just thought of self. The moment you think of yourself while acting, you make blunders, you make mistakes, you forget things, and the result is mediocrity or failure. So how not to think of self? Think of a higher cause, a lofty ideal. Identify with something larger than yourself. And then, perfection, which is already within us, just flows. Money then comes to you. Youngsters today go after their parents to buy expensive brands. And I tell them, look at all the great sports persons. Look at Nadal, Federer, Djokovic. Every piece they wear is an expensive brand. You think they paid for it? Of course not. In fact, they are paid hefty sums to wear that object during a match. Why? Because they have gained merit. This is what the Bhagavad Gita says. Gain merit, and the wealth of the world will come to you unsought. That's how to live life, friends. Not to run after money and get stressed out. So this is the secret to success that the Bhagavad Gita tells us, and this is something that each one of us should learn, should be taught to every MBA student. So people have this misunderstanding that philosophy, Vedanta, the Bhagavad Gita is against money. No, it's not. It's only against your limiting yourself, you're limiting your vision and not getting to excellence. So make all the money in the world, enjoy whatever the world has to offer, but don't treat it as the be-all and end-all of life. Don't allow it to come in the way of your achieving excellence. Incidentally, we have a forthcoming series of lectures in Bengaluru in February on the science of success. So those of you who are in Bengaluru and want the science of success, want more details on it, we are inviting you to those lectures, and I'm sure you'll enjoy them thoroughly. But for those who are not in Bengaluru and who have questions or queries, or you may find difficulty in applying this principle in your life, feel free to reach out to us, and I'll be very happy to answer your questions. Now, after listening to the necessity to have a higher ideal, you might write your views on this and what is your higher purpose in the comment section, so that you inspire others also to follow the same.